هذا هو اليوم الذي صنعه الرب، فلنفرح ولنتهلل به. المسيح قام من بين الأموات ووطئ الموت بالموت ووهب الحياة للذين في القبور. المسيح قام من بين الأموات ووطئ الموت بالموت ووهب الحياة للذين في القبور. Χριστός Ανέστη έπνεκρον θανάτων βαπτίσας και της εν τη θνήμας η ζωή ευχαρισάμενος.
Made a bit of a mistake. That happens. Mistakes occur. Readjusting the camera to how it works here. Okay. Made a bit of a mistake. Camera was acting a little funny today, so the second take. We're beginning X Plus. So it's been about I started the day about 2 hours ago. After finishing around 6 o'clock in the morning, I say 4, 5, 6, between there. When you finish, like basically, the end of the day isn't necessarily the end of the day in terms of the last comments. After that, you have to clean up. There's a lot of prep, and then there's prep work for the next day, for when you get up again. And a lot of times, the computer does work while I'm sleeping, so I have to set up the work that's going to go on while I'm sleeping, and make sure that's going on. So basically, when I go into the last, the goodbyes of the evening session, the evening part of the vlog, or what I call my evening part of the vlog, that's going to be typically outside now. It's going to be where I go outside and sit. And after that's done, there's a whole, I guess you call it a whole routine that has to be done, that checklist of things that has to be done, that allows me to shut down for the night while my machines and the computers continue to work. So basically, it could be 2 to 3 hours after the last comments of the day that we end up going to bed. And I say we, because I'm talking about I've used Cyborg Alpha is that's how I call myself. Me and Cyborg Alpha together are we. So, anyways, I'm just here watching TV, waiting for the next edition X Plus to load, and then I'll push it out onto the social media, and the day will begin. Alrighty, so, see you in the next segment, or when I have something else. Well, I'm actually I'm finishing up a fair bit earlier than I expected to finish up. So that's why we're here now. It's actually before midnight, and normally right before we go outside, it's usually around 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. But we're a little early today because I'm getting all of the work I need to get done. So it's right now it's really more of a matter that what's actually going to be happening from now on. I've got to try to sort of figure this out. So I'm just sort of the schedule is finishing up here. I'm just going to I'm writing an email to one of my friends on YouTube. She asked me a question, but I don't really know what the question is about. trying to figure out how I want to answer it. She has a question, but I'm not really too sure whether she's making a joke or she's asking a... Okay, can't send the email to her. Contact locked. So I can't send the message out. But anyways, we'll go on to other things now, other areas of YouTube, and sort of just finish up here. And see. Then from there on out. I'm going to see if I can actually fit anything extra in that I haven't done, and that will sort of round out the night, and rather than finishing behind in my project list, I'll be finishing ahead. So that's a cool thing. I think what I will add tonight is I'll look at start looking at I'm supposed to be looking into designing my own brushes for GIMP. Because I want to do anime and manga drawing, but the brushes that are currently on GIMP aren't fine enough to produce something that's of print quality. So what I want to do is I want to see if I can find better brushes, or not even find them, but make them. I want to see how to learn how to make my own brushes on there. So I think I'll bring that project forward. I might. Well, what I did is I did do this today anyways. I reorganized my desktop. Normally I have 10 virtual desktops. Now I have 12 virtual desktops, because I included space for the music studio. So maybe I'll look into that too as well, and maybe do just a little extra cleaning. I don't know. We'll see what ends up happening. But anyways, we'll probably go outside in about half hour to an hour. All right. So we'll see you outside. Well, it's time once again for our final thoughts. I'm sitting out here, taking a break. It's just around midnight, a little after I last talked to you, and decided that I am going to do working on the paintbrushes. I am going to do the first setups for the music studio tonight. So I'm going to be pushing when I sleep. A little later back, probably around 4 o'clock, I'll end up going to bed. So this is not going to be the end, obviously, and this is just going to be the sort of the end of the vlogging for today, and so I can, while I'm doing all the other work, get this in the editing bay and get this on up. Now, Cassandra usually has the awesome thing of the day before she goes to bed, but the thing is, my bedtime kind of fluctuates a little bit, and I don't necessarily go to bed right after this. So I don't really have an awesome thing of the day, because several different awesome things happen. You know, I guess you call them awesome. I don't know. I mean, I eat good. I eat better than most people. That's probably because I cook, I bake, and I do a lot of the stuff. Basically, a lot of the food I have is restaurant quality or better. So if you want to get an idea of how I eat, just look at any of those food shows on Food Network, like Diners, Drivers, and Dives, and look at the different restaurants that they go to, the different places that have, you know, the good food there. Well, that's basically what I eat, because I know how to cook not only the local foods like North American food, but I have my ethnic Greek Syrian background, and that stretches all the way from India into Africa. So I have a huge cuisine that I have to choose from. And I know how to cook everything, including making breads, the cakes, everything, the sweets, the desserts, the main the main courses, side courses. Food and eating is never an issue with me. Well, it is an issue because because the amount of time I spend at the desk, just sort of sitting around doing my work. If I didn't hike and do the hikes the way I usually do, and I have to go tomorrow to do food shopping again. That's going to be a short one. This is going to be about 2 hours. Looks like it's going to start raining, so it smells like it too. We were supposed to have thunderstorms today, but we didn't end up having thunderstorms. We'll see what happens tomorrow, whether or not I can go out. As we'll see. I usually figure out what I'm doing during the day and go through it bit by bit. That's kind of how the things today happen. I ended up finishing a little earlier than I expected to, with all the things I had planned. So yeah, excuse me, I'm adding more to it. And this is supposed to say I you know, like at those like you see on TV. That's that's my standard fare. And it doesn't cost much. It's actually very inexpensive. You will be seeing some of this. I will be filming some of the cooking that I do. It's basically for a new documentary that I'm working on called the Food of the Silk Road, or Food of the Silk Road. I haven't got the exact title yet, but it's around that. It's based on that whole premise there. A car just drove by. I think it's weird for me to see people driving by, and it's weird for people driving by to see someone out here talking to a camera by themselves. So that's a fun bit. We'll see how this comes out, and as I said, I'll see how the other videos came out today. I'm using a new lighting technique, and if that works out alright, then try to push forward to the next thing. So anyways, I will see you guys tomorrow for X Plus. We're on the new X Plus now. This is going to be for the 22nd, and I will be uploading the 22nd when I'm starting the 23rd. Alright, take it easy.
Free speech rules here at Democratic Earth.